Life's storms come without warning. The winds rise, the waters shake our confidence, and even the strongest hearts begin to sink. But in the darkest hour of the night, when all hope seems lost, Jesus comes walking on the very waves that threaten to drown us. This is the story of faith and the hand that never lets go. The day had been long, filled with crowds, with miracles, and with awe. As the sun sank behind the hills, Jesus sent his disciples ahead, across the waters of Galilee. The people were still whispering about the bread and the fish, but Jesus sought a quieter place, a hill above the sea where he could be alone with his Father. The night deepened. A gentle wind stirred the lake. The boat moved slowly into the darkness, and the storm was beginning to rise. Far from shore, the sea grew restless. The night wind began to howl across the open water, pushing against their small boat like a living force. The disciples rowed hard, their hands blistered, their hearts anxious. Lightning flashed across the sky. For a moment, the mountains appeared, then vanished again in darkness. Each wave struck harder than the last. Voices shouted above the storm, yet even their courage began to tremble. They had seen the power of Jesus on land, but here, on the wild sea, he was nowhere to be found. Alone in the storm, their faith would now be tested by fear. Then, in the darkest watch of the night, when strength was gone and hope was fading, something stirred upon the waters. Through the mist and rain, a figure moved across the waves, calm, steady, untouched by the storm. The disciples saw him and cried out in fear. To their weary eyes, it could not be real. A man walking upon the sea. But a voice rose above the wind, clear and gentle, cutting through the storm.
"Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid."
And in that moment, fear met faith, and the impossible came closer. The waves still raged, the wind still roared, yet Peter's eyes were fixed on the one standing upon the water. His heart pounded, torn between fear and faith.
"Lord, if it is truly you, command me to come."
And Jesus answered with a single word, gentle, powerful, unshaken.
"Come."
Peter gripped the side of the boat. The wood was slick beneath his hands. The storm screamed in his ears, but the voice of Jesus was louder in his soul. Slowly, he stepped out. And for the first time in human history, a man walked upon the waves. Every step was a heartbeat of faith. Every breath a battle against fear. Eyes on Jesus, he stood above the storm. But when his gaze fell to the wind and the water, the sea began to pull him down. Panic rose. His courage failed.
"Lord, save me."
And at once, the hand of Jesus reached through the storm, strong, certain, unmoving.
"You of little faith, why did you doubt?"
As the storm roared around them, Jesus caught Peter's trembling hand, and in that single touch, the sea surrendered its fury. Together, they stepped into the boat, and the wind fell silent. The waves softened into ripples, the night sky cleared, and peace settled over the water like a warm breath from heaven. The disciples watched in stunned silence. Their fear turned to wonder, their doubt to worship. One by one, they bowed before him and whispered,
"Truly, you are the Son of God."
The same hands that broke the bread now stilled the storm. The same voice that called them to follow had walked upon their fear and calmed it. And as the boat drifted quietly toward the shore, The sea reflected the stars, and their hearts reflected faith. The storm may have ended that night, but its message still echoes across every generation. We all face waves that rise against us: fear, doubt, loss, and storms we cannot control. Yet, the same Jesus who walked upon the water still walks into our storms today. When your heart is sinking, when the winds grow loud, remember his voice.
Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid.
Faith does not mean the sea will always be calm, but it means you will never face the storm alone. May your faith be stronger than your fear. May you see Jesus in every storm, and may his peace, the peace that stills the waves, guard your heart today and always. Thank you for watching and reflecting with us. If this story touched your heart, help us share the light of God's Word by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and joining us again for more stories of faith and hope. Until next time, keep your eyes on Jesus and keep walking by faith.